Hello, everybody. Today we have Tom's Diner by Suzanne Vega. And this is specifically more of the DNA remix that got really big in like the 90s there. The more kind of the dance-ish version, I guess you could say. But this is a pretty fun song because we can do this vocal line that's like super recognizable, iconic about the song. That's kind of like the big song riff is the vocal line. And we can simulate it pretty nice on the guitar. And aside from that, we'll get into some of the like the string sounds and a little bit of piano riffs that come in, and the bass, of course. All right, so we'll just jump into that main riff, and the song will be, key F sharp minor. Okay. So basically, we're just going to be picking around in a little scale in that key. It's going to start on the 4th fret of the D. Okay. Then we go 1st fret of the G to 2. Okay, and then we hit the 2 on the B. Okay. Alright, and then we basically just repeat that scale, but we just get a little tighter with the time between the 1 and 2 on the G. Okay. Alright, so you can hear it now. Alright, and then to cap it all off, we go back to that 4 on the D. Then we do 2 on the B. Now we come to 4 on the G. To 2. Back to 4. Back to 2. Okay. And then, last but not least, 4 to 2 on the G. Okay, so just a lot of back and forth right there. The trick is just to get that timing on that last 2 to 4 a little different than the rest of it. Okay. Alright, and then you just put it all together. Very nice. Alright, and then there's a little bit of strings that come in with the that vocal line there. And I'll play them clean for you here, and then since there's synth strings on a guitar, I just kind of like to put a bunch of chorus and some reverb and delay, and maybe just kind of volume swell into them, just to try to simulate that. But I'll show it to you clean here. Okay, so essentially it's going to be just a couple notes here where we're 5 on the B, 4 on the E. Alright, and then we just, nice and smooth, want to come down to 4 on the B, 2 on the E. And then just kind of pull off your ring finger so that we end up with just 2 and 2. Alright, and then just as we're about to come back to that 5 and 4, just get a quick open E with the 2nd on the B. Okay. Alright, so we go through that twice, and then once we get to that 3rd time, we get through it. Then we come up, okay, we hit 9 on the B and 7 on the E, in place of that previous former chord we did. Okay, we come up to here and we do this. Then we go back to the 5 and 4. And like I said, I like to put a bunch of effects on it, like chorus and reverb and delay, and I'll put links for all these effects in the description for you if you want to check them out. bass line for it, it's like a real muffled, almost sounds like it might be a stand-up or something, but it's just super muffled, but it just kind of repeats and not too crazy. It's just we start with a A, and then we hit 2 seconds on the E here. And then we do A to second on the E, back to A to second on the E. Alright, and now some piano comes in, and I would say if anything, like you were going to play chords for this, you'd probably just follow what this is doing here. It just comes in with a nice little F sharp minor here, just part of the chord. We don't need to fully do it here. We'll just be at the 4 on the D, and then bar the 2s on the G, B, and E. Okay, we just strum that for a measure. And then the second measure, halfway through it, we just come off of that 4 and just bar all the 2s here, so we get more of a F sharp minor 7. And we just hit it for the couple beats, finishing the second measure, and then we just come back to that F sharp minor shape. Okay, and repeat that a couple times. Okay, and then we throw in a chord where the previous F sharp minor 7 would be, and then back to the F sharp minor. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.